Yeah, but my voice is destroyed from screaming yesterday. But no, that's I wasn't old enough to remember Tie Stick, but I remember the talking to people who did. But looking back, that's just when the point when you grow so much of it, you don't have time to clip and prune it. You tie it up, put it upside down in the dark, and let all the THC go to the fan leaves and go to the buds, and you sell it like that. It comes out like a stick after it's done drying. Then there was famous roots that were going on in Hawaii. You had Kona Gold, you had Panama Red, you had Acapulco Gold. You know, like I said, when hydroponics came around, you had Northern Lights #5, you had Bubblegum #2 or whatever, and that's what it was. My little girl's always smoking weed. She's a fucking pothead. She smokes the shit like I do. Her whole life, you know. Sometimes she has panic attacks and shit, but she likes it. She likes it for her pussy. She likes it. You know, she just likes it. She bakes the shit. My girl grows it. When my girl comes over, she comes over in the spring and she looks at my yard and she's like, "All right, we're getting some chicken wire, and we're getting a dog, and I'm gonna get some seeds, and I'm planting hybrids out here, and we're gonna have a little farm of pretty little maidens, all sticky with THC, Daddy. What do you think?" I'm just like, yeah, little girl. While she goes on and does other shit, and then she remembers, oh my god, I got a fucking weed patch outside. And she goes out in the weed patch, and before she knows it, she's out there in September pulling the shit up. Thrifty little bitch. Thrifty little hoe bag. You know? She had the foresight to see that she'd be here at the end of the season. By winter solstice, she's canning the shit in the basement. All different weeds. Stocking up like she knows we needs to get ours this winter. This is an upstate winter. Even if only she gets 4 mason jars, which is quite a bit, that'll get us through, you know? She likes hard drugs, but, you know, it gets us by. Yeah, man. My thing is that corner stores should, like, buy... they should sell loosies, which is probably going to happen soon. They should sell loosies of weed. I mean, you go in there, you got, you know... They should sell them affordably, though. It's like, you have $5, I'll sell you a joint. They're already starting to do that with the stuff they got, Delta 8, which is actually interesting shit. I haven't been able to get a hold of any, but it does do something. There's some kind of chemical in it that does... You do get high, because I bought one, and it was like $7 to get a Delta 8. My record label is Delta 9, tetrahydrocannabinol. That's THC. But they sell this shit now, Delta 8. And it's some like gas station equivalent, you know. I smoked it last year when I was high on pills. I was like, I need a joint really bad to come down. I went and I smoked a Delta 8, and it I guess a lot of college kids smoke it too. It smells like a little bit like weed, and it kind of has... But that's the point. They should get big sacks of weed, whether illegal or not. Now it's an even bigger crime, I think, but that's what they should do. You go into the corner store. I would have loved that when I was a kid. Because when you're a kid and you're depressed and you get psychologically addicted to weed, you're like, I can't sleep unless I get stoned. You know? And you should be able to walk into the corner store and some Arab guy sells you a blunt. The lemon haze is good. We're about to take a bong rip. Salem, you want to take a bong rip? Yeah. Did him, cat. Bong rip. Bong rip was sad. Boy, and that tastes good in a bong, too. This shit's smokable. Yeah, and it's just a shitty time to be alive because there are no recreational drugs. You know, I think kids these days now there should be some kind of like there needs to be, you know how they used to sell fucking diet pills in the 60s that were cut with some kind of ephedrine or whatever. There needs to be more of that where we can get some cheap pharmaceutical aid. We need relief. We're under tremendous strain as fucking civilians, and we need some kind of over-the-counter amphetamine or some over-the-counter type of Rohypnol that they used to sell in England. Where we need relief, you know. Hospitals aren't as readily available as you think. They may be there, but we all can't afford them. Not all of us can afford to have our wisdom teeth taken out when we're in our 20s. So we need relief, you know? Even if it means selling clove oil or whatever. You know, we need more pharmaceuticals. And the junior high kids need to have acid experiences. They need to have, and if they get fucked up, they can go to the store and get some kind of downer, to calm them the fuck down. But there's no excuse in it. It's just like incredibly sterile, incredibly 138, incredibly Big Brother, incredibly 1984, incredibly Orwellian, incredibly sterile and boring. All the little kids now, what do they have? They have weed, I guess, but the weed they're smoking is not like the weed me and you smoked. You know? And if it is, who cares? They need to take mescaline, and 12-year-olds need to lose their virginity on mescaline with an older man. That needs to happen more in America. I was 11 years old when I took LSD 25. I was fucking 11 years fucking old. That's wrong, but it was so right. You know? Oh shit. How was your sleepover at your friend's? Oh my god. Hi mom. And then you feel guilty about your parents? That's what every kid needs to go through. I put my dick in a fellow 6th grader. I took acid, mom. I feel like now I know what it's like to be a man and shit, and I feel really guilty now. I gotta go up to my room and go read a comic book or something. You know? You need to come down off of acid when your mom picks you up. You haven't lived till you've done that. Hi, honey. Hi, mom. I was tripping all weekend. You know, what would she think? Chances are your mother probably fucking knew, though. And she thinks it's funny because she's an evil bitch. She likes giving you that guilt. Guilty little 12, 13-year-old girl that comes home and doesn't want to tell her mother. Why would she tell her, but wants to tell her, but feels bad. She's got to go eat dinner with her family and think about the hand job she gave to the 45-year-old guy at the party on Friday night. She's only 12 and she was drinking and she was tripping. And that was her first dick she ever handled. Now she's got to eat dinner with her family. She feels guilty, but she'll do it again. You know? I already did that once. Might as well do it again. Then she's doing it every weekend. And she's everybody's girl. That's the good thing about the cycle of, doing evil shit like that. And eventually she becomes an amazing hoe because of her drug experiences. A hoe with no conscience. Plastered, lacquered drug hoe. You know?